Alright, Scott here with Adventure Indiana. We're back out mushroom hunting. It's the weekend after Easter, and there's another mushroom. Doing pretty good. We found 3 or 4 right here in this little spot. This is what we're looking for. So we're finding mushrooms. All the mushrooms we're finding are on these poplars. You see it? There he is. We'll keep looking. Alright, so there's one right there.
Yep, and one right there.
And then
one right here, but I seen another.
One right here, we lost one. Here's a big one.
I see one right directly that way. Do you see him?
Yeah. Over here, by the grapevine.
Oh, that's a big one.
Watch where you are.
That's a real good one right there. Probably more right in here. Those guys are finding the big ones. I just found this little dude. Alright, well, mushroom hunting is done. I have found a turtle. It's the curse of the turtle. Once I find a turtle, I don't find no more mushrooms every time. So I was doing really good. I'm done. He's still alive. I'm not going to touch him, because I've heard that if you touch a box turtle, they can get some kind of virus. It's bad for the turtle and it'll kill them. So I don't know if that's true or not. So just in case it is, I'm not gonna bother him. But I did, when I walked up on him, he had his head out. He's pulled back into his shell. So we're gonna leave him be. But we'll see if we can. Maybe that'll end up being a good luck turtle. Not found any snakes yet. I'll have to find at least one good snake before we go. Check Santa down there with Uncle John. Creeping along. So, one good thing to look for to know when to start mushroom hunting is if you find dandelions in your yard. Once you start seeing dandelions pop up, that's a good time that you know that the mushrooms are going to be out, or at least that's what I've been told. Seems to hold true. Then mushroom season is done when you get about 2 or 3 days where the temperature is 80 degrees or more. Once you get into those 80-degree days, mushroom hunting's over. It's kind of chilly today. It's maybe 60 degrees out. At least it's not raining. Keep looking. Well, look at that. That's a really cool bottle. It says, Drink Bart's. It's good. It's embossed. I don't think it's that old. And it's not marked on the bottom. This is probably a reissued bottle. But that's really cool. Drink Bart's. It's delicious. It's good. Sorry. It's a really cool bottle. I'll definitely keep that. Awesome find. So maybe the turtle was good luck. Alright, I have broken the curse of the turtle. Actually, we found a few more. I found a few more since finding the turtle, so maybe that was a good luck turtle, because I found that bottle, and then we found several more mushrooms. Actually, found that one, and then found that one right there. Those are 2 good ones. So we'll pick these. It's starting to rain and we have got to go. Alright, still out here detecting. Still don't have my headphones. Still don't have my pinpointer or my digging bag. So I decided that today I'd just dig every single target. And I've done a lot of junk. This was kind of interesting. Down about 4 inches. This came up as a 55 on my machine, on the AT Pro. No idea really what it is. It's old, I think. I found some old iron stuff in here at this site. So that's pretty cool. I'll keep that. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I'll clean it up and see if we can figure out what it is. But we'll keep digging. Alright, digging right along. I think I found something that really would have been cool. It's it's broken and it's not there, all there. But I found this piece of iron, and this thing looks really old. It's got a circle on it, like this would have been to attaching to an animal for farming. And I found this other ring here, and then this piece. I did not break it with the shovel. It was already broken. But that is really cool. I wish that would have been complete. But it was down about 4 or 5 inches. So that would have been really cool. I wish that would have been whole. But still pretty neat. I'll have to ask Uncle John what he thinks this is from. He'll probably know. Alright, we'll keep digging. Alright, well, still digging iron, and found something really weird here. I don't know what this is. It's big. I mean, it seems like it's big. That's cool. A big knob. No idea what that was. Maybe like a shifter? It's iron, though. I mean, it's really heavy. Cool, I'll have to check the hole and see if there's anything else. But see what we find. I'm still digging a lot of iron, and I just found this ring here. I found a lot of these out here. These rings for livestock and stuff. I'm not exactly sure what they was used for, but that thing that I thought was a gear shifter knob, I thought about that for a minute, and I think that went to that piece I found with the rings as like a yoke. I think it was like to hook up animals to a plow, that knob looking piece. But I'll try to find out what it is, and I'll have it in the wrap up. But we'll keep digging. Alright, back here in the HQ, I want to do a little wrap up video of the mushroom hunting and the metal detecting that video we had. Again, that was from the weekend of Easter, Good Friday holiday. We was out and had a great time. The bottle that I found out in the woods there while I was mushroom hunting, it says drink barks. It's good. It's a 12-ounce flow bottle. Not that old. I knew it wasn't that old when I found it. The Owens Corning made bottle is dated it's from 1974. So I looked that up. Really cool. I mean, not really that old or anything, but I'll add that up there on my shelf with other bottles that I found like this stuff that's not super old or valuable, but still something I kind of like. So we'll go to the collection. On the mushroom hunting, we did pretty good. I think we found 35 that day. Really good. Thanks to Uncle John for taking us. We wouldn't have been able to find all those without Uncle John's help. Again, we found all those on popular trees. Just about every popular tree we'd find would have at least one mushroom on it. So really fun, good time. Really good time to find all those. So on the table here we have kind of 2 days of metal detecting. This is kind of day 1. This is kind of day 2. And so let's start over here on day 1. So this piece here I found, all the stuff I found out in the field in Uncle John's house. This is what they call a horse hame. And so, and this up here is the top. This would be what they call the hame knob. At first, when I first dug this, I thought this was like a knob, like a shifter off like a piece of equipment or something like that. But this is a hame knob. And what a hame is, from what I understand, is there would have been a left and a right, so that this might be like the left side per se, and there would have been a right side just like it, kind of a mirror of it. And what this would have done, this would not have been up against the horse or rub, on the horse's body, but this would have been holding a collar onto the horse. So there would have been a horse collar, and then this thing called a hame kind of would be cinching it all together, and then this is where they'd hook up all the rigging, like the reins and stuff, to hook it to the plow. So really cool. This hame knob part, this would have been up on top of the horse. This had been right up on top of its shoulder, so there would have been one on this side and one on this side. This is pretty far gone. It's broken. I don't have all the pieces anyway. It would have been all one piece, but I don't have enough of it really here to do anything. It's really brittle, so I'm probably not going to be able to save it, but I am going to try to save this part because I think it's really cool. I'm going to work on it. Here's that ring I found in the video. Again, probably something for farming. I ran this through my electrolysis setup here in the garage, and I dipped and sealed it in wax. I like to save stuff like this. I think it's really cool. Here's one of the rings I found. I think this might have been the last thing in the video for metal detecting. Neat little buckle here. I got it cleaned up. I'm going to save it as well. I found this buckle real close, maybe even in the same hole as this right here. Another ring, a couple little miscellaneous pieces. I probably won't save these. Another little buckle piece. I will save this. And then I found this old hinge. So on each end of this hinge, there's a little eye. So I think this might have been off an old door. There's a pivot part in the middle. It's still frozen in time here. I'm going to keep working on it. I'm going to clean it up and get it to where it open and close again. I will save it. I don't know what I'll do with it, and I'll keep it. This part right here is interesting. I need to work on it to save it as well. This is the center part of they call it a single tree. You can look that up on Google to see what it is. But this would have been the middle piece of it, and there would have been a piece of wood that would have slipped through here. It would have been about maybe 3.5, 4 foot wide or long, the piece of wood. And I think this would have been sitting like this. So this piece of wood here would be behind the horse, but in front of the plow. So the horse would be up here, the plow would be back here, and then the person operating the plow. And this would have worked in conjunction. This single tree would have worked in conjunction with this hame to have the horse hooked up to pull the plow or whatever they were doing. This hook right here, I didn't find it this time. Actually, I found this a little over a year ago. This would go with a single tree. So on the end of the board, or on the end of the piece of wood that would have went through here, on the end would have been this hook that like this. I think this is how this would have went. And then from here they would have hooked on the reins that would have went up to this hame part. So there would have been a hook on each side. So I've only found one of these, but I want to get out there metal detecting in Johns Field some more, see if I can find the other piece. If I can find the other piece, I'll make kind of a hame, or not hame, but single tree, and I'll hang it up out here in the garage somewhere. I'll make a space for it, because that'd be cool. So that was kind of day one. So day two was a little aggravating. What it was Ethan and Uncle Ben was out turkey hunting. This was Ethan's first year of actually turkey hunting. He went through the hunter safety class, the gun safety class, and it was his first time to go out turkey hunting this year. And I was going to film them doing the turkey hunting. Hopefully film Ethan getting his first turkey. So this camera, when it plays, or when you turn on the camera to record, it plays a little chime. I didn't want that chime to be playing when he was in the woods, so I turned that off. Well, when I turn that off, evidently it turns off the recording audio. It'll record video, but it didn't record any audio. So I'd filmed all kinds of stuff that day about metal detecting and being in the woods and going up to this old house site where I'd never been metal detecting before. This really cool old house site. All that's left, there's a an old cistern, and then it's just a pile of bricks from the chimney. And filmed a lot of stuff there. It was really neat. I wanted to show it on video. Didn't get any audio. So anyway, this is stuff I found. I found this old leg off this wood stove. I found lots of pieces of this wood stove. I'm going to keep this leg. It's got looks like some sort of bird on it. I thought this was cool. I'll clean that up and preserve that to keep it. This letter Y here, I think my brother-in-law looked at this, and his idea was that this is a lifter for the parts that are on top of the stove. So when they're hot and you want to take off like the grates off the stove, I found a couple of the grates off the stove. This would have fit real nice in there, and you could lift it up, take it off. So that's cool. So I think he's probably right on that. Found this big old square nail. Really cool. I'll save this as well. This letter T. I think what this would have been from a barn. Maybe like a barn door. It would have been like, this would have held the door pieces together and still have the, I guess, like the rivets. I'm gonna clean this up and save that because I think it's cool. My three favorite finds here of that old house site is found this iron and like a clothes iron that they would have heated up on the stove to iron clothes, and then this symbol. I really like finding like the iron and the symbol. This is everyday items, everyday life. It's hard telling. It might have been 100 years ago that someone last used this symbol. The house is really old. It's been gone a long, long time. So it was neat to find that. I found this little buckle. I saved this. I like finding little buckles and saving them. And then we got a mule shoe that I've saved. Got it cleaned up too. But this was really, really cool. I like finding stuff like this. And this one still had the nails in it from where it was hammered onto the hoof of the mule. So it's really neat to find that. I like finding stuff like that. So I still got the scoreboard going for the year, and I still have not found a good place to hang this up, so it just kind of floats around. I've not been filming all my metal detecting this year. I've been out a few times in the city parks here in town where I've just had an hour or so to go out metal detecting. I'm not bothered with making a video. But I have been keeping track of stuff for the scorecard. I don't really have anything to add, unfortunately, to mark off on this side. The last thing I marked off was my silver coin. Found that in March. Found a couple of cool cars I thought I'd show you. I like finding these. I like finding little Matchbox car type cars when I'm out. I find them in the park a lot. These are just about smashed flat. It doesn't have any brand name on the bottom of them. It just says made in China. But I thought they was still kind of cool. And what I thought was funny about this is obviously supposed to be some sort of sports car, but then on the hood it says Jeep. It's got like two pairs of hands that are holding like a diamond. It says Jeep on the hood. I don't know if you can see that well on the camera, but I thought that was funny. As far as the Josh Couture snake counter, we're still only at 1. I've had a cool spring this year. I've not seen any snakes out besides one. And that was the snake that I caught in my own yard here, and we took and relocated him out into the woods so he wouldn't get killed by the lawnmower. Bottles, I need to update my list here. Got one bottle that I brought home and kept this year, and that was that bottle there that I found at metal detecting. We found 174 coins, and our coin count, or the cash count for the year is $12.38. And I've done 286 holes so far metal detecting this year. I keep track of that with my, I got a little clicker counter that's on my metal detector, so every time I dig a hole, I keep track of it. So it's just something I'm doing kind of for fun this year, keep track of stuff, and see how we did by the end of the year, and then keep track of that, and we'll start over again for next year. So anyway, thanks again for Uncle John for taking us out mushroom hunting. It was a lot of fun. We appreciate your time and showing us around and helping us out. It was a good time. Really enjoyed it. And thanks for letting me come out and doing all the metal detecting, and really enjoy that. a lot of fun. So, thanks for watching the video.